Arvind, I can't hear anything.
Yes, I think maybe the mic is too far or something. Your voice is a little uh blurry as well.
So now I'm getting voice now.
Yeah, it's still moving.
It's not clear.
It's okay, but I think sometimes you're talking and it's not actually getting to us.
Okay, now it's coming fine or not? This time it's coming fine.
Yeah, and now it sounds okay. Hey, Arvind, I have one question. For this on this Amazon console, can you have multiple terminals like you can with the other software, the Xterm?
This instance, this is the running instance, right? Just click it, another connect. One more connect you can do. Or you can multiple time like 40 you can connect, git patch you can connect. So that is n number of times. See, one
Yeah.
terminal is running here, see one terminal is running this and one is this. So
Okay.
whatever you there, I will see everything is like
Okay. So you can have multiple here, just different tabs.
same instance, yeah, right. You can,
Okay.
or
Okay. Got it.
you can do the git bash. See, I just installed here Java 11. I installed here, and I'm able to see Java version, right? Java 11, Java version installed.
Yeah.
Okay. So parallelly, sometimes you have to work. You don't need to wait, right? Like something is, if it is independent, right? It doesn't mean, right? If all the steps are in the sequence and you can run parallel. But if all things are independent, suppose you are going to do something which is same configuration in three instances. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
then
was
you can,
wondering because I was thinking if Moda Xterm was like was the only one
but
specifically that
even
can do multiple or
if you don't use the Amazon Connect, this is Amazon Instance Connect, you don't use
yeah.
this one. You can use putty or you can use Git Bash. Bash you can use.
Okay, right.
So I have downloaded this pen file, now then I have to use pen file. Here is no need of pen file. Okay, sometimes you are using account, but you don't have a pen file. Okay, so you can direct connect, you can use without pen. Okay, so that is so we done this, and we have to add one title. Here we don't need to do anything as multiple, right? So that is the reason here is going here after adding the repository, we have to update. So the certificate update and Jenkins package we have to install. Okay. So once this official site, this installation structure. First command is the status will return. Okay, so now we check the status. So our Jenkins is active. Okay, so which is fine. Okay, so use this one. Okay, just directly use Java JDK. You install the I kept it this right. Okay, so first we have to install this. We need Java. Okay, after that, once your Java is done, so then you can use these steps. This is the correct key. Actually, the key was wrong. That is the reason the website one is didn't have it. Okay, so this will, and after that, you can check the status. You can check the status. So it will verify. Till here, you have to do these statements. Once this command are run, after that you can fix it install. So next step is we have to get the password. Actually, this particular file location has the password, and so we have to find the public IP of our machine. So our public IP is this IP. So this IP colon 8080 to add in the security group. The security group, this port is not added. So because it is not, because when we are taking the public IP, this public IP, have to go to the security group of this security group. This is the security group used. In this security group, only SSH is there, right? That is the reason. Edit inbound rule, add rule, and on TCP you can do. So 8080 will come in anywhere IPv4. Save the word. Now you refresh this page. Now you can see you are able to get. It is telling you the location of the file where your password is there. You go to your terminal and here just do cat command. Cat command you do here, you will get this. So this is the password. This password you copy. Password you copy, enter here, and then go continue. It will ask you the setup for the, so we have to go to install. Also, so how many plugins are there? It will install these plugins. Like, and those will be coming a default plugin, right? Okay, like Gradle is coming, and is coming, email extension. So these plugins will come by default, but some Docker plugin, Kubernetes plugin, Terraform plugin. So these are the advanced plugin, and we have to add manually. So in the user interface of this Jenkins, right, we get those options. How to add a new plugin. So there is a plugin, we can search plugin and we can add plugin. After this is done, this one, then we will get the home interface. Can you see here plugin? So here is click or manage Jenkins plugin, available plugin, and any plugin we want, like the Docker I want. So I will find the Docker. So I search Docker and Docker plugin I will find. Okay. Then only it will allow my Docker build. Okay. This Docker part we can do separately because this Docker is independent of that. This is script we can run. So we don't need to wait. Okay. We should do the one by one command because we cannot know if we are running the group of command. So times unique attack. This is very basic steps of the Docker. Last time we didn't see how to install Docker. So if the Docker need to be installed on the Ubuntu, so these are the steps need to be followed to make it install Docker. And then we can see the okay. The last command is showing me Docker status, right? The Docker status is active. So Docker command Docker. So if you are using Docker compose, right? So there is one more command you have to run. After that, Docker compose will come. But in this scenario, this particular here is Docker compose is not needed. Just we have to make sure our Docker. Next thing is add the Jenkins user to the Docker group. Okay, and restart the Jenkins server. And we have to restart the Jenkins server. Okay, still Jenkins is not configured completely. So first we do. So keep it very simple, like username and password all same. Admin. Email ID is not a problem. Anything you can take. So save and continue. So you will get this Jenkins URL and save and finish. So your Jenkins will be giving a one user interface. So you log in the Jenkins. Okay. So this interface, now the Jenkins is ready. Now we can do satisfy. Now we can add this group. Now we can add the group. Like we are adding a Docker in the Jenkins. So Docker should be enabled in the Jenkins, okay? And next thing is we have to restart Jenkins machine. Jenkins server, we have to restart. In on screen. Username password of Jenkins, admin admin. So I have done Telegram. So now we need a one Docker Hub login. Okay, Docker Hub, configure your Docker Hub. So if you have not created account, first you have to go to the Docker Hub website and there you create your new user account. Okay, one account you create with your user ID and password. You create a one account. And this is from how we have to manage our credential in the Jenkins. So Jenkins has the option, manage Jenkins has the option. We can create a credential for any like repository, right? Okay. If I'm using like I'm using Docker, so Docker credential I can create there. So I don't need to have my credential like exposed, like nobody can see my credential. Okay. So go to manage Jenkins. So there is manage Jenkins. They add credential. So here is the type of credential. Like suppose you are using a GitHub application, like you want to validate from the SSH username private key, so you can use the this one. If you are using SonarQube is a one code quality tool. We have one secret text is there. Okay, so we can use this one. Suppose some file we have some code, so we can use secret file. But our one is a username password. So username password is we can use a username password and what username we have in the Docker Hub and what password we have in the Docker Hub, we can give it. And if I want to refer some ID, so I can type some any ID I can give to recognize. So I will give my create your Docker Hub account login you create. This is the Docker Hub. How can I come to know this is a Docker Hub? So just Docker Hub. Created. One credential I created for me Docker Hub last. Okay. So this is for my Docker Hub created. Then create the environment variable, use a Jenkins file for the Docker image. So whenever we are pulling any Docker image, okay, so we Docker, but we have not added any user Docker or username flag for the repository where we will save our image. This will be my username and repository. Okay. So this username and repository. So I will go to manage Jenkins configure system and global property. I will define the Docker flask image. Okay. So my image will be coming from the repository and Docker is the repository option. Manage Jenkins configure system. So this is more research. Value is the ID generated when adding the possible variable. How we are going to create a new job. So new item is there in the pipeline, pipeline project, right? The new item. There are the different options are there. We have to get pipeline file. The pipeline file. Pipeline means like where we can have CI/CD type, right? We can say where we have stages, okay? So that we can give the pipeline type. Okay? So we can give the pipeline name. So here in the configuration stack, says GitHub project and add your GitHub repository. So we have to add a GitHub repository from where we have to take the source code. Okay. So right, we can do the fork, right? If we want to, if the credential is a problem, we can make it fork. The fork is when I make it fork, so it will come in my repository. So then I can use my repository fork. So even if I want to do some changes in this code, I can do. So fork is basically somebody's code you can fork in your repository. Now if I check the repository URL is my URL. So I can use my URL because I can give my GitHub account credential if it is needed. Here is the top here. So here is the GitHub project. So right, okay. In the pipeline section under this the repository, select Git and So in the fifth section, with the credentials, so by doing section, script path, they are using Jenkins file in the path. Or other option is we can copy paste the script, right? That UV script is there. They have provided one UV script. That is script, this script. This script we can directly give output. So this script is there's two options, right? And script mode, then we can give the git URL and then we can tell about the repository URL credential. That way we can go. Or other way is like we can directly add the pipelines. First we go this one, repository URL. That's the reason he said again go for repository URL. If I add the not ask for the username password, otherwise we have to create a one more credential for the GitHub. But this credential, that credential was for the document. This one we have added git URL, and our branch is this branch. We have to check. It is the branch. All these are correct. Have added the URL and master. This all things are complete. Okay. Now we are using Jenkins file. So Jenkins file it will take automatically, and this file should be there in our GitHub. Jenkins file is there. Okay. This will make sure write the same file. So here, this is the variable set here. Okay. But this username, password, everything like this proper. Create the same name variable. I want something new. Similar way, we can do a Spark application, Java application. Application can be anything. Okay? We can have any Python application. This is a Python application, right? The code from the repository. Because if you see in the code we have all the files are there, right? Application, right? Like app.py. Copy the error. So we got the error in the test. So we can check the build is successful, but we have problem we got in the test. Okay. So how to check the output? Click on the build, and here is the console output. So when we go and Docker instruction, we got failed. This is fine. Right test. Okay. Test underscore app.py. Cannot import the URL. Is failing. Okay. What is the test page? We look at this test page. The thing is called. This is the test page. Some app slash some test cases run. Okay. So there is a file test app test package. So what is the test package? added this way. So this script, right, this part, is calculating. So it is fetching the code from the repository. Then as we remove it, right? Now we are directly checking that performance. Okay, so here if we look at my console output, so my last application is deployed successfully. So it means it's let's see in the Docker of the project here. This thing on that. You see, it was not there, right? Before image, this image came back. So the image version is the latest, and this is the so this command, if you use anybody use this command, they can pull my application. So that is a use of the Docker, right? That is a real use of Docker, right? It's like some I have done a lot of steps to create this image, everything. But now if I give this image, anyone can pull this image and get the same image at the system. Okay, now if I go my Ubuntu system, any image, right? So which image I have stored in my repository. So this image, I'm pulling it. The same application deployment I can do locally. So multiple applications, like multiple machines, you can just store once your image, and then you can run the Docker run command to run your image and get the container, okay, locally. Basically, this application has the URL. So if I want to check, so see, this is there showing the same thing, right? The application page. So, so they, if you want to keep it a webhook thing, webhook is like anytime your code is changed in your repository, right? Anytime any source code you change, and when you commit your code, so again your Jenkins will trigger automatically. So you are not going to trigger manually. So I will show you the playbook how to do. Okay. So it's- Application. If you see this code app.py, so Docker images. So what is my latest release? This one. So this image we run, this is image ID. So when Docker run from Docker run minus image from container, then image. This is the container name. This my username and image name. So I have to specify my username and image name. By default, it takes latest one. You don't need to name. And what's the name of the container you want to create? My last app, whatever name you give, it will create a one container for this. We'll come to know if our maybe sometimes your image is not able to run, it gives the error, so it will not be. So see if it is exit. So exit means if it is exit one means if some error is there. We have to check in our container. Container is it is not becoming container because when we are using run command, it is getting some error, okay, because it exit. Okay. So when it exit means that exit one means it error. So we can check in our container. I think this container is not making up. Container is created, but it is not. The Docker log container. Error is saying something like this cannot import name URL code. So when it is running the code, Python code, that code is giving the issue. URL code. Hmm, fine. Last network plus and plus then we are trying out the from those using it just a fixed for the networks in the requirement of the then let's do it. This is so we change in the requirement of the HTML. Okay, we can add it over here. So as per the requirement, ask you can send our way. So if you have configured Git webhook, so we don't need to do this manual build, right? Because we can configure usually the Git webhook. The Git webhook is in the GitHub you go, so you can go to settings. this setting will do it. Then there's the webhook. Yeah, you have to. Our Jenkins URL we add GitHub repo. So this is my Jenkins URL. So once you do this application testing, GitHub, what you have to do, you have to make it GitHub, you have to configure. The two things you have to do. One thing is you have to configure in your GitHub this hook, and in the Jenkins, you have to go to your, you have to set in configuration, you have to set some property and GitHub hook trigger. So you have to save and apply. Now let's change the property thing so we can check the build is trigger automatically. I already changed it, but again, this is the benefit of data. If we again, it will push and we have to pull the image. Our image will be updated and we have to pull the image and update our local image. Now I will check here in my software. Now I will pull image. Already last time image was there, but it is just updating the image latest copy. I will do the second. Actually, the previous image is already there, previous content, and the container we have to remove. Doesn't override that. So Docker, bar and Linux will be the test experiment. First, we will from the so what I'm doing, there is no hyphen. So last time we are not able to create a container, right? Because of this. I will show you tomorrow another application Java will try. But this error we have to fix it because this is something related to. Otherwise, now we can change the version. I will try like 3 point. If it is not needed, 3.10, 11, I 12. So I will change in the Docker hub. This So application, you can take it anything. Okay, like I will just give you examples in GitHub code, you take it. Okay, like a Spring Boot, because um, any example like where you can check also same CI/CD is simple. It's just you have to use the captured jar already, but they are not giving the source code. But this can be the browser you can see. Or we connect to. Okay. Yeah. So you have this medium link practice. Okay. Thank you. Otherwise, tomorrow I will show Spring Boot application, right? To how to apply. Okay.